This is Dr. Abdallah. Happy New Year. I would like to, first of all, thank the Almighty God that has helped us to go through the year successfully. We've been working on several things. We've been doing one or two things. And the reason why I'm back in this video is on request. I have got a few students coming in my inbox to state to me that they don't seem to understand what is required of them in this assignment, which you people are supposed to submit on the Moodle platform on the 10th of January 2023, which is next week on Tuesday. This assignment is a practical assignment. You are required to develop a survey, an online survey using Google Forms. We demonstrated this in class, and this is supposed to be a continuation of what you are doing already. We've been discussing this in class all throughout. You know that you've been talking about choosing a research area, writing your research problem, writing your research objectives, writing your hypothesis, and then doing so much about your literature review. We've been doing all this. Now we get at a level where we want to train you on instrumentation and also developing of instruments, research instruments that can allow you to correct data. So your survey must have a dependent variable and an independent variable. For example, let me see if I can write here. Remind me, let me write something here. The topic, I'm going to write the topic that I've been using to demonstrate in class to show you the what? The dependent and independent variable as it is reflected in the topic. So the topic is robotics. Okay. Uh, Let me say robotics in disease control. Disease control in Cameroon. In Cameroon. So you can say the use of robotics in disease control in Cameroon. Now, uh, how do you identify dependent and independent variable? The independent is that aspect in a variable, that variable that influences another variable. So in this case, use of robotics is our independent, and it influences disease control in Cameroon, which is our dependent, meaning that disease control in Cameroon is the dependent variable, and use of robotics is the independent variable. So the how disease is controlled in Cameroon is influenced by the use of robotics, meaning that robotics is independent and it influences the dependent, which is the disease control in Cameroon. So that is how you can pick out on this kind of topic, and then each of you should have something like that in your topic statement so you get out clear. So here we are saying your survey must have one dependent variable and one independent variable. So each variable should not have more than 10 questions to make a total of 20 questions on your survey. But it is, so that means that, oh, I deleted this. Let me put it back. That means that I'll have 10 questions for disease control, and then, I mean, for the use of robotics, and then 10 questions for disease control in Cameroon. And these questions are following a five closed ended Likert scale. They are closed-ended questions, and they follow the Likert scale of strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, and strongly disagree. All the questions, the 20 questions, 10 independent, 10 dependent, must follow uh, that criteria, that standard of measurement, which follows the Likert scale. So you create your survey. Hope you got me well on that. We demonstrated this in class. So in my next video, I'm going to demonstrate this practically. But let me first explain this. So you create this using Google Forms, and then you will, of course, I've given some guidelines here on how you get to Google Forms, what you do, how you join, and actually how you create and then send a link. So once you have this, you are going to write about your results. You know that when you are in Google Forms and you click on responses, you will see your results, your responses. And this is already analyzed and summarized into either pie charts or graphs, which you can copy and paste in your work and start writing. I'll demonstrate that for you also practically. Now, you are also supposed to now in your writing now, what do you write? You are supposed to write in the introduction. You bring back what you wrote in your first assignment, or the aspects of your introduction, your problem statement, your research objectives, your research hypothesis, and then um, you you now go ahead to write about your results. So your introduction must have that. Then in the second and third paragraph, you now present to us your results that you are getting from Google Forms. Because I just forgot to tell you that you have to send a link to your respondents that will send you, that will fill your questionnaire, and then they can send you the what? I mean, you can have the results or the responses. Through these responses, you write about your results. So you are going to identify the most popular and least popular answers in your questions and write about them and justify why. And you cite. You have to cite. You have to paraphrase. I've taught you all this. Then you have to write in a scholarly manner. You do all this for independent variable. You know now that you have many questions. Therefore, you're going to have a lot of data by the responses given to you. So you don't have to write all that. Take note. You can just take or three or four or five questions and write about them and in each aspect, in independent and on the dependent. You write about them. So you write the interpretations, do your opinions, you do your citations, you do your discussions. You should write full sentences. You should put graphs, you should put charts. Then you submit. I said, do not submit the full set of results that Google Form gives you. I've already said that because you'll have too much data. Just take one or two, three, four questions and write about that. Lastly, in your paragraph 4, you'll do your discussions. You will be able now to try to answer what is there, and then you try to make sure that you put your results, you do your implications of your results, you do what the results tell you, you see whether the results are answering some of the questions, like so what about the results you have discovered. Give that justifications. Now, what do you submit on the Moodle platform? First of all, let me talk about the submission deadlines. I want to repeat on this. I have already been telling you that this assignment is submitted on the 10th of January 2023. We agreed about this in class. You will submit a link to your survey that you created using Google Forms, and then you also submit a, a document, a report of not more than 6 pages. All the things I've been telling you, you don't have to write in more than 6 pages of your results and your findings, your implications, and your recommendations. Of course, your work must be submitted, cited using Mendeley. I've taught you how to do this. So that is all about this assignment, and hope this makes it clear. Follow me in my next video when I am showing you practically some of these issues that you are required to do in this assignment. But don't forget, we have also discussed this in class, and I'm sure that some of you that are asking, getting confused here and there, there can be a possibility that you did not attend some of these classes. That is why you find it very disturbing to understand what I'm saying. Share this video, show it to somebody that still does not understand what they're supposed to do. Let them know exactly what is required of them. Thank you so much. Send you greetings from Kampala, Uganda, and we'll meet when I'm back in Yaoundé and continue discussing some of these things. Thank you so much and have a good time. Bye bye.